Okay, so welcome to the living room. Here's my little desk area. But then when we turn, welcome to the chameleon room. Like I said, nobody is up yet this morning. So first thing I do is I turn on all of my lights. So these guys have two lights, one for heat and one for UVB. And so this little guy in here, I don't know if you can see him, he's hanging out up top. This is our helmeted chameleon, and his name is Isaac. And so I'll tell you in a future video about Isaac, how he got his name, and a little bit more about him. And then the cage beside him, it's a double door cage. And inside of here is our wonderful little Penelope. And so Penelope is a new mom. We got her first, so she's our very first chameleon. And I'll try to show you, let me open her cage door here. She's the first one that we got. She was ready to lay eggs. It took her a couple of weeks, but we recently got her eggs. She laid a massive clutch of 35, which is amazing and awesome. So that is Penelope this morning. She's like, what are we doing and why are we getting up now? Okay, so I've got her on, and we always make sure all of our cage doors are shut because these guys are really curious and they will come right out. So in here, let's see if we can find a few little guys. These are our juvenile chameleons. These are veiled chameleons. And, oh, there's a little guy right there. So you can see there's two of them. There's actually 6 inside of here. So we will meet them a little bit later. And then we have, in this cage, this is a little male panther chameleon. His name is Alexander. So Alexander, get his other light on here, is probably gonna be a little bit tricky to find. So we may not get to see him yet. Oh, there he is. Sometimes they have a special place that they tend to hang out. And so Alexander is pretty consistent. So you can see, he looks just like the leaves that he's sitting next to. So he was doing a pretty good job hiding this morning, but I know kind of where his little hangout is now. And then our last chameleon for today. In here we have Miss Charlotte. Let's see if I can find her this morning. Nope. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see her. There she is. That is Miss Charlotte. So Miss Charlotte is about 2 weeks away from laying her clutch of eggs. So stay tuned for that video. I will nanny cam her egg laying process. So it'll be really exciting. And then I'll show you how we harvest them and how we put them in incubation. And then we'll talk about the incubation process and hatching and all of those kinds of things. So that is the chameleons this morning. And then we're gonna go in here. So don't mind the mess. This is actually the game room. So the boys hang out in here mostly, but they have in here 2 scorpions. So let's see if we can find either one of them this morning, and we cannot. I can actually see the one in this cage is back underneath that piece of bark, and I'm sure the little one in here is underneath this rock. So they are actually active at night. So now that the sun is out, they are in their hiding spots for the day. But at some point, we actually will meet them. I'll get them out from underneath their rocks. As you can imagine, we don't actually pick them up. But I'm also gonna take you scorpion hunting. So now that we're down here in the desert, we can actually do scorpion hunting. It's amazing. It's really cool how you can find them in the desert at night. So watch for that video. You're really gonna like that. And if you're ever down here visiting with me, I'll take you out. It's pretty exciting. So in here, you can see his cute little face this morning. this is Kong. So Kong is a marmoset monkey. He usually gets up with me in the morning. He used to go to bed at 6:30 every night on the nose, and he was up really bright and early with me in the morning. He's kind of changing his habits like the boys are, and he stays up really late with the boys. So in the morning, he tends to hang out in his little tent much longer now. He's more of a night owl, so he's a little bit sleepy in the morning. And then I have over here, we'll stop by the back of the couch really quick. So this is my puppy Piper. Piper is now 12 years old. She had surgery last week. So I'll talk about her surgery, what we found, and what we did while we were in there. And you don't know this, but this is my trusty companion. This is Augie. He has literally followed me around the entire morning. So you'll see him quite frequently. He stays right by my side. And then lastly this morning in here, we have our tortoise. And so he is underneath his bark log this morning, but I will take a little peek in there so you can see him. So there he is. He's like, what are we doing? So these are the critters that we currently have. And so I'm really excited to share in this journey. So I'm going to turn you back around to see me, and we'll wrap up this video. And so I'll see you in just a second.